Yeah. How much were Cokes? And the return? Yeah, they were 50 cents when I was a kid.
Yeah.
70s,
the
early
return
80s.
was a nickel.
Yeah, and yeah, it was 10 cents, wasn't it? Or was a nickel for the 16 ounce
10
and
cents
10
in
cents for
Vermont.
the 20 ounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It was something like that, or 10 cents
They
for
were
the
cheap.
10 cents for the
Everything was cheaper back when I was.
the 16 ounce. There was because they had the 16 ounce bottles and the 20 ounce bottles.
Yeah.
And the 20 ounce bottles were twice as much as the 16 ounce bottles.
Yes.
The deposit.
Yeah.
Because I used to collect bottles to go like, and in some cases
We
steal
used to
them
collect cans.
and take them to the store so I could get stuff at the store.
Oh my God! My mother had us digging through trash cans.
Yeah, we used to get cans.
aluminum cans.
We used to walk along the highway. We would get dropped off on the highway to the reservation, and it was just full of beer cans that people threw out the windows. And we
You
used to
could go back and crush
My
it.
dad even made a stick with a nail in it so we could walk
Yeah.
down and pick up cans, and then we'd take them back, crush
Yes,
them,
sir,
and
yes,
get
sir.
40 some cents a pound.
Yeah, so they'd fit more in the can,
Yeah.
more in the back of the truck,
Uh-huh.
more in the plastic bags. And then you'd drive like 10 miles so you can get like $1 per bag. That was insane.
Yeah. There's times when they went up when the prices were pretty high.
Yeah, I know. And then you definitely go that day.
Yeah. And then they made the machines that you could put the cans in.
Yeah.
But a pound is 22 cans. That's one thing we did learn.
We did.
22 cans is a pound of aluminum, and you could sit there and just know by how many
Stack
cans you had, how
up
much.
in the garage for weeks, right? We just had this pile of stuff. It'd replace the bags of cans would replace how we put.
And
the
I'm sure it was
cars in the
good for us
garage.
because basically what you're doing is hiking down 2 miles of highway
Yeah.
and cleaning
That's how you got your
cleaning at
exercise.
least the aluminum off the highway.
Lugging freaking 20 pounds of.
And you're with your friends acting
sacks.
stupid anyway, and it was great. It was a
That
good
is
life.
what you did. That's what you did for the weekend.
Even though it was
Act
hot and
stupid with your
freaking
friends.
stinking New
Sweating
Mexico,
like pigs.
walking down desert highway in New Mexico, picking up cans on the way to the reservation.
Drinking more water. Paying for. But no, we didn't have
We
bottled
didn't
water.
pay for
There
water
wasn't
back
bottled
then.
water back then. You go out to the hose.
My
damn it.
dad got the hose and filled up a freaking
Jug
igloo
of water.
cooler, a big igloo cooler with it.
If you
and
were good,
and that was strapped to the back of his flatbed truck.
if you were good, you get ice. If
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Yeah, he put ice in it. Well, what my dad would do is he would freeze a gallon of water from a milk jug that he washed out,
Yep.
and then he would throw it inside of the thing, and then he would fill it up with water, and then we drink the water. And when the water was all gone by that time, most of the ice in the thing was gone, and he would dump that out. Right.
And for snack time, you get
It was great.
orange
It
wedges.
was good.
That was
bro.
your snack time. Was orange wedges.
That's good life, man. I don't care what anybody says.
It was a great life.
It was a good life, man. The thing is, that's when I went to college. Was probably the biggest eye opener about college is how pathetic some of these rich kids' lives were.
Oh, they didn't do it.
And they did a lot of cool stuff that they would talk about. They went to this place and they went to that place, and they were all stuck up. And honestly,
But they didn't do anything. when
most of
they
the
went
kids
there.
I went to school with, to me, were stuck up. But the cool thing was, I had this small group of people who actually went to my high school, but I didn't know them until we got to college. Right? And we were all theater students, and they were all most of them were older than me, but they had gone to my high school.
Yeah.
And we all became friends, and we dominated that place because on a level of pure creativity,
Yeah.
we were all working class kids from Farmington, New Mexico, where there's nothing to do.
Yep.
Right? And basically, how do you do stuff? You build forts.
Yep.
Right? In
Creativity.
the desert, you dig out your own freaking house out of the sticking sandstone, and you build forts, and you build go-karts and crazy things that probably should have killed you, but somehow didn't.
Yep.
And
You survived.
You survived, and you learned. I once built a set of wings. Guess what? You can't just fly, but with a good gust of wind, you'll get flipped back about 20 feet.
Yeah.
It will make you go, ah! right? And I think I feel bad. I mean that's why I think with Arro Social, if we could, how do we bring back, like, go do something?
Yeah,
And share
just try it
and share it with other people, right? Go do something. Like, if I had $50,000 right now, right? And there is a grant, but it's apparently only for people who are affected by COVID. Businesses that were affected by COVID. I was affected by COVID. I didn't start my business because COVID happened.
If you made a crap load of money, we'll give you
I
more
found
money.
this motorhome for like $12,000. That used to be like probably some U.S. military.
Wait, does it smell? Does it
I don't
smell
know.
bad?
It's not junky. It looks like it was like a business one.
Okay.
It was like a site one, right? I could get that, or I could get a trailer, and I think I know where I can get a trailer anyway for
Trailers
nothing.
are cheaper.
I think I can get a trailer for nothing. No, they're not. Trailers are
No.
expensive. Nice trailers are expensive.
We don't want one that stinks.
But this motorhome, man, and I just travel around and do stuff, and I
Let's
guess
go
it's
do stuff.
like I'm old retirement level, and I get it now, right? I get it why people turn like in their late 50s and they want to retire and just go get in the road. I've been wanting to do that for years. It's that they finally can,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then I always felt bad, like oh, because I used to, I did cool stuff when I was young. When I was a younger man, before I got married, I did a lot of cool stuff, and I always was like, man, why would you wait until you freaking are old to do it? But I understand, because they have the money to do it,
Yes.
to really do it,
Yes.
and to do it at their own pace and not have to worry
Well,
about.
you have to do it at your own pace because you're too damn old to freaking do it at a fast pace.
Yeah.
I feel every pain that I've ever had in my entire
I
life.
think my dad has a trailer, but I'm not sure if my truck is big enough to pull it.
How big is it, Bob?
Not very big, but my truck can only do 5,000 pounds. They say maybe 6, and if you throw, once you fill up a water tank, you're going to stick it at 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, to anything.
I would have to try it out. I mean, I can pull stuff in my truck.
Will
But
a towing package help?
I have a towing package built on my truck already.
But it can still only tow 5,000 pounds.
That's its limit, you know.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only a Frontier. I'm not driving the freaking, what you call it?
Oh,
Titan
you
or
don't have
something.
the big Titan. All right.
Yeah.
Can I go with you?
Yeah, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that's the question
Somebody's
I always
gotta
ask.
pay for the
Can I
gas.
go with you?
No, I don't think I don't think like I don't even think that how serious I am. I think my kids think that I'm just like saying crazy stuff, but I'm like, I don't think you understand how serious. All I need.
I know you're serious.
All I need is I can do a lot of the work I do anywhere.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well, if we live through COVID,
Yeah.
we can work anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, I made a huge. COVID actually was like helped me take whole steps into better technology and stuff like that. Of how I can do it. Right.
Well, with our no, you took down the green screen.
Yeah.
With our green screen, now it's packed up, it's ready to go.
Yeah. I don't think that'll look better. The background will look better. We have secret stuff on that?
Wait,
No, we don't have anything.
we're recording Bob, recording Phil. Bob's on the recording of Phil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in your background. That's cool. But just in general, it'd just be fun, man. I'm just tired of freaking not just having fun.
No, I know.
And I'm sorry, I'm the worst. Here I got a master's degree from Northwestern, but honestly, is even when I look at my kid's schooling, I'm like, my kid can learn anything freaking online. He doesn't need to freaking go anywhere that he doesn't want to go. He doesn't need to go to college. If he doesn't want to, he can learn everything he needs to learn that way.
Here I said I've traveled the world, right? I've been to frickin' Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to the Netherlands. I've been to Japan. And
Well, I lived in England, and I've
Yeah.
been to Russia, and I've been to Mexico and Canada, both coasts of Mexico. But I haven't really, and I've traveled to almost every state by now. I haven't been to Idaho and those states.
And both you
that
and I
area.
navigate well. Dude, it's about
Right.
time we just go out.
Just go, right?
Yep.
Finish the winter off by driving, staying in the south, and then head north as it gets warmer, and drive a big loop around the country.
And now we both said our kids are grown. So
Yeah.
we can just go.
Well, even my youngest kid would go with us, right? With no problem. He would have no problem going with us.
Oh, and he's fun to travel with.
Yeah, he's great. He's been traveling with me since he was a baby, and he is the best travel companion on earth. Literally no
We
problem.
probably do need to make a little bit of like.
You have to find a way to make money.
Money.
Yeah.
Like set up some sponsorships.
Yeah. I mean, it would be great if we could get, if somebody knows somebody who's like a one of these RV places, right? They rent RVs or something, and we put the sign of the RV rental on the side of the thing, and we'll talk about the RVs every week and how good it is at different stuff. Right? We like RV sponsor. If an RV place would sponsor us, we could stop at RV parks and all the way around, right? I don't know.
There's lots of options.
But I kind of set a budget about 50,000 I would have to have, so I could get, and even if I used the trailer, I think I could get for free. I could get a trailer for free, but the 50,000 would be to make sure all the home stuff was taken care of, as well as all the travel.
We know how to send money back and forth. We can do that.
Yeah, money is easy these days. Moving money around is a super easy thing to do. But it kind of goes back to when we first started talking about this company. What brought us together was the conversation about getting in a car and driving around.
Yes.
Like driving Route 66.
Yes.
Right.
I think that's what we need to do. We
Right.
need to do what sounds fun to us.
Yeah.
Right?
And and stop on the way. Right. That's the biggest thing. When I was a kid, we always drove long distances to places. We never stopped anywhere. We never saw anything except for like out the window of the car, right?
And that's what Allie even said. Oh, well, let's finally go take a vacation, but stop. It's like, well, then why aren't we doing that now? But her answer always is because I only have limited time. Well, that's great. But
Can I ask a simple question? I don't know
Sure.
this for sure. Does your wife work from home, or does she go to an office every day?
no, she works from home. But I started
she-
working from home.
All she
right?
needs is a satellite link and internet. And
You don't want to travel with her.
I'm not saying I want to do it. I'm just saying for you. I'm not saying for her to do
No,
it.
she can travel. Like, and I can travel.
Yeah.
But, like, no. I don't want her to travel on the
This is
road.
where I turn off because I don't want any evidence.
Alright, we'll turn it off.
Yeah.
That is what you did. That's what you did for the weekend.
Even though it was
Like,
hot and
stupid with your
freaking
friends.
stinking New
Sweating
Mexico,
like pigs.
walking down desert highway in New Mexico, picking up cans on the way to the reservation.
Drinking more water. Paying for. But no, we didn't have
We
bottled
didn't
water.
pay for
There
water
wasn't
back
bottled
then.
water back then. You